Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your boy, Shy City Trucker, checking back in with you guys. Ooh, man, I was waiting to make this video and debating if I even really wanted to. I wanted to make sure I was 100% sure before I even open my mouth and even come close to making a video like the one I'm gonna make now. But, I had a ton of time on my hands. We live on location at a Love's. I don't know what it is about me and truck stops lately. Usually I was always Mr. Rest Stop, and I didn't like truck stops, but for some reason this week particularly, I been starting early, real early, like 4 or 5 in the morning. I shut down real early. Then I got a ton of time on my hands, and can't get to sleep, so I'm all over the place this week. But without further ado, without rambling on and whatnot, I am honestly, for the past couple of I say for about the past month, wholeheartedly been thinking about leaving Schneider. Now, I've been with Schneider a long time. I mean, since my day cab local intermodal days. It's been some years I've been here with Schneider. So when I say I want to leave Schneider, I'm going to keep the truck. I'm going to honor my my lease obligation. I'm not just going to just turn in the truck. No, that's not the issue. So I'm going to keep the truck, but I've reached out to another carrier, got the ball started, got the ball rolling, did my drug test, and when you're actually moving your truck to another carrier, there's a list of stuff that they actually want and need. The insurance is one of them. You can't be in the hole. Your maintenance account has to be up to par. What else do they look for? It's a ton of stuff. Like, the list goes on and on and on. So me and my finance rep at Schneider Finance, she's real good, and we've been going back and forth emailing each other. So at some point I will have to, I guess, go to a Schneider terminal, and they'll take the Qualcomm and the, what do you call it, the Easy Pass, and I guess everything else is mine. So the new company, once I ever get around to go in there, I'll let you guys know what the new company is. I got to pretty much holler at my mans over there and see if it's cool to make YouTube videos and stuff like that. I want to go about it the right way. So real small company. I think he's got probably 10 or 11 company drivers and 8 owner operators. So real small mom and pop. Can't book your own loads, unfortunately, but that's I see now that's not the worst thing in the world, because booking my own loads is what has got me stuck down here in Texas. I'm right now supposed to be on my way to Indiana, then going to Chicago, but nope, load canceled. So I had to find a load in Oklahoma that's going to Illinois, and then from Illinois somewhere else. I can't even remember, but just a whole lot of the VNUs. I've been getting a lot of canceled loads, but chasing empties. If you guys are independent contractors, you know all about chasing empties. 49 miles here, then there's no empties. Then they send you 48.7 miles over here. Now, you done did all 80 some miles to find the empty. It's crazy. But I mean, that's to be expected. I'm not knocking Schneider because I've been here quite a while. So I was looking for something that would generate round about the same amount of money, if not more. And then also wanted the home time as well. And I get the home time here at Schneider, but sometimes the revenue doesn't match the home time. So there's just been a lot of different things I've been noticing on the load board, even stringing loads together. For some reason, some weeks is easier than others, but I try not to run the exact same lane too many times too often, because one of the legs of my lanes will always disappear, or they'll switch the times on it. But nonetheless, Schneider's been good to me, and I just, at this point, like I've told everybody, Schneider is still a good company to get your start. If you're coming on with your CDL and you're brand new out of school, Schneider is the place to be. I mean, they're a mega carrier. You'll learn a ton. You'll learn a ton if you pay attention. Same thing with being an independent contractor. Just don't get a super long lease like I did. I always say that, if you can get a year lease, or I think they're doing a year and a half now or something like that, do that. Don't just jump into a 3-year lease like I did, But even still, with IC, I'm getting my start. I'm learning what to do, what not to do. I've learned how to fuel. I've learned about taxes. I have an accountant. I've learned about so much. Even in the industry with running lanes and rates per mile and all that. So now it's time to level up. Now there's plenty guys that can hack it here, but right now for what I'm looking to do in my life right now, the load board really isn't, user friendly with what I have going on. So me making the switch and the transition to a smaller carrier, especially it's out of Illinois, will be beneficial. I can be home every week, or every other week if I choose, and pretty much just let the guy know what area I'm trying to run. Keep me out the Appalachians and the Rockies, right in the Midwest. I'll do. I'll go out. There's some of the lanes I really don't like if it's paying, but for the most part, he said he can take care of that. That, and I have a friend of mine that's there, and he showed me 7 or 8 consistent checks of what he's been making, and he has a lease truck as well, not from Schneider, from Quality. Now I know our payments are a little bit higher, but for the rate that he's running, I was like, well, I know I can do that, cover my bills, and still have all time and do better than I'm dealing here, just without booking my own loads. But I'm pretty sure I can make that money here. It would just be challenging. I mean, to try and do 45 to 5,000 consecutively every single week, it's not an easy task. Not to say it's impossible, but it's not easy. It's burning up in here, man. Yeah, it's not easy. So I just think it's time to switch gears, that's all. Now, I know I'll probably lose a couple of subscribers because most of the guys here, or some of the guys here, work for Schneider or come on to Schneider, are company drivers, some are IC drivers, and I guess if I'm not with Schneider's, pretty much what's the point of watching this dude? But for the ones who are going to stick around and who've been sticking around since I was a security officer, telling you I was going to drive trucks, to getting my first job at Swift, to coming over here to Schneider, to doing intermodal and everything I've done at Schneider, and to doing the lease purchase thing. I mean, I'm gonna take you guys on the ride with me and show you guys the comparative contrast from working with a mega carrier to working with a mom and pop carrier, a smaller carrier. The goods and the bads, the pros and the cons. One of the huge cons is going to be I have to pay my own tolls, and I got to rent a trailer. That's going to be huge. So that means I'm going to have to get my revenue up a lot more than just $3,500 if I plan on renting a trailer and paying my own tolls. But I'm already paying the pre-pass, so it's not the end of the world. But as far as freedom and home time, I should be getting a little bit more of that if I need it. So I don't want to keep you guys too long. It's already, what's today, Saturday? I don't know if people are on YouTube on the weekends, but anyway, I'm gonna keep you guys posted. My next couple of videos will probably be talking about the transition and what it takes to move your truck from Schneider to another carrier, and pretty much that's about it. So it'll be a couple of weeks. I want to make sure I have enough cushion financially to make this transition. I mean, now that they're got the ball rolling, they're actually calling me up. Hey, you ready? I mean, both Schneider and the new contract carrier are asking me, like, hey, when you gonna pull the trigger? We're waiting on you. Schneider's waiting on me, and they're waiting on me. It's crazy, but yep, I'm doing it, man. I'm making the change, and I'm not going to Traveloco. So if that's what people were thinking, not that there's anything wrong with Traveloco, I just didn't do enough research. I mean, I really haven't. I see some guys from Schneider are over there, or going over there, and hopefully they'll do well. And everybody is out here to make money, and hopefully we all can make money hand over fist out here. So, oh man, Schneider, IC choice, moving forward, man. Check me out, guys. All right.